Hi everybody, it's Levi. You can check me out on social media at NerdButler or nerdbutler.com for more content. We are on day 21 of our 30-day video challenge, back home again after the holiday travels. And today I want to talk to you about a couple of inexpensive tech items that I think would make a great gift for a budding enthusiast in your life or just somebody that wants to sort of get their hands dirty with tech. So here we go. So I'm back home again in the Nerd Cave, as you can see, with the holiday haul and the holiday travels behind us. And one of the gadgets I got this Christmas was this little guy right here. This is a Raspberry Pi. This is actually the Raspberry Pi 4, the 4th edition. And what this is a single board computer. If you buy just this, it comes at about 35 bucks. I actually got a kit that's about 100 bucks. It comes with a case and the power supply and all the other things you need to make it go. But what makes this thing really, really interesting is that it's a working computer that comes out of the box just waiting for you to come up with a purpose for it. It has about as much computing power as an inexpensive Chromebook would. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, it's got some storage, it's got some USB ports, it's got a network port on it, a power port, a headphone jack, everything you would need to plug in and make a computer. And if you Google up Raspberry Pi projects, you will find a whole array of things people have done with these. They've made retro arcade machines with it. They've made file servers for their house, so all of their entertainment files, their music, their movies, their books would be on a machine. You can use it to control home automation devices. You can do dozens and dozens of different things with this. Because our electronics has gotten so much smaller, so much more compact, so much more expensive, we've kind of lost that ability to take things apart, put them back together again, and see how they work. I love doing that with all kinds of technology. The Raspberry Pi is a really great way to sort of rediscover that. So if you have someone in your life, whether it's a kid, a teenager, maybe an adult who just wants to know more about this stuff, the Raspberry Pi is a great place to start. There are other manufacturers of single board computers. They all follow somewhat the same model in that they are inexpensive, they're very flexible. They're not the most powerful computer in the world, but for doing one or two things, they're great. The Raspberry Pi is the original and probably the best known of all of these computers. And the reason I got it and the reason I recommend it to folks is there's the most documentation and the biggest ecosystem for the Raspberry Pi. So accessories like weather sensors, pressure sensors, motion sensors, door alarms, all kinds of things you can hook into it. The Raspberry Pis are actually so reliable, so durable, and so affordable that they're now beginning to be placed into some industrial machinery. So the manufacturer of a machine will purchase one of these guys and use it as the brain for the device that they're putting out into the world. So you can imagine like a piece of machinery on an assembly line, or if they need some additional controls on something out in the field. If you were building a weather sensing station and you just needed a brain that had network capability so it could talk to other computers, as well as the ability to collect data and store it somehow, the Raspberry Pi can do that too. It's a super spectacular kit for a beginning electronics enthusiast, for someone that wants to learn more about technology, for someone who wants to understand how basic input-output works, how networking works. Great thing for me as a hobbyist and somebody who wants to learn more about tech is that when I get tired of whatever it is this computer is doing for me, I take the SD card out and find a different version of the operating system and reprogram this computer to be something else. So I might try this out as a security device with maybe something like the Wise Cam here hooked to it. And then I have a home security system. I might get tired of that and unplug it, redo it, and set it up as a network attached media center. So all of the music I own, all of the movies I've downloaded, I can put up on my TV whenever I want from this little guy right here. I might get tired of that, take it all apart again and start over again using it as a retro gaming machine and play all of those 8-bit arcade games that I remember as a kid. So the Raspberry Pi is an amazing kit. It's an amazing nonprofit foundation that was started with the intent of providing educational materials for students to learn more about technology, and they have expanded and grown over the years to become something really special. If you have someone in your life that really wants to get into the nitty-gritty of technology, but they're not sure where to start, and you're not sure where to start, I would suggest very strongly looking at Raspberry Pi as a purchase option. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on all kinds of online retailers. Check out the Raspberry Pi website for ideas on what you can do with it and what kind of projects you might want to undertake. And again, it's a great place to start, whether you are just beginning your journey into technology or you've been doing it for a while and you're just trying to rekindle that excitement you had from when you were younger about taking something apart, putting it back together again, and turning it into something really useful to you. Guys, thank you so much. This has been day 21 of our 30-day video challenge where we do at least a 5-minute video every day. We have 9 more days to go after this, and I'm super excited as we roll towards the New Year's to talk to you about more technology topics. Again, my name is Levi Sauerbrei. You can check me out on social media at NerdButler or nerdbutler.com for more content, and I hope to talk to you all again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye, everybody.